when you look at this brand new collection of people, yes, this brand new collection, these are now the people, well, dedicated to turning around the brand, the person, the personality, the imagery, whatever you want to call it, of a woman that has been derided, really, many people might say, for the last 5 years. Almost also, some people might suggest, a rather impossible task, given the fact that most of the problems that, she's now facing, literally from everything from a latest brand reinvention to her own personal rating, have all been brought upon herself. But as you can see with this vast new team, well, there's one thing that stands out. Well, as ever, let me explain. Morning, lovely to see you, chums. Thank you so much for joining me today. Nice to have your company. Welcome, one and all brand new subscribers. It's funny this, I've worked, as I've said on many occasions, for different people in the celebrity world, and their solution to bad press or negativity is to replenish the people that they've delivered that press for. They can never take accountability, they can never be blamed. It has to be you're failing for not getting the right magazine cover, the right chat, the way that went, or whatever. The negativity of the chart placing. It's literally never ever their fault. And this is part and parcel of the problem why you see such a high turnover of, agents and managers. I mean, recently a manager a good friend of mine dared to criticize another soap. And basically she lost 4 or 5 other clients because they're so frightened to actually agree with her. So consequently, I know, madness, you see, they can never ever take the blame. Now this new team, as you can see, a vast array of people on 6- and 7-figure salaries, right? Now the story is that basically, they're separating, and the idea is that Archwell will be run independently and Meghan's team will be run independently. It's a shambles. These people have all been brought in as chief of staff, this, that and the other, their own court in Montecito. You can dress it up any way you want. It's not about a court. Actually, it's really about whether they can do something. Now, here's where this gets really interesting, because I can tell you, and as ever, exclusively, and as ever, allegedly, that team staff, and remember, this is a person who's been deemed diva duchess in high heels and apparently bringing grown men to tears when, of course, they meet her if they don't really fit to her exacting standards. Well, there's one thing you're not allowed to do, right? And it's make the suggestion that could actually change and turn all of this around very, very simply. And that is, of course, to make a suggestion to Meghan that perhaps build bridges, make amends, say you're sorry perhaps in public. Stop trying to mask over it, because people truly don't believe it. The idea is that, you see, if you did that, things would turn around. But here's where an ex-colleague who worked there told me, and I thought it was just fascinating, when he pinpointed this out and said this could be very simple, if Meghan was to say, I don't know, just even a public apology about her father, or indeed the curtsy. But Meghan never ever looks back. And the line that she gives you is, yesterday is done, tomorrow is new. We always look forward, we don't look backwards. So whatever's gone on, that's in the past. It can't be, changed or, reprimanded or whatever. It literally is, that's the deal. And so consequently, all of these people, as I say, who are on a very high salary from Harry's money, not from Meghan Markle's money, she has no money. Those projects are costing gazillions, let me tell you. So the idea really that this is going to be a self-funded master plan to turn these people around is totally ridiculous in itself. Now, the interesting bit is, how long will these people stay? As the elder people who have now been sidelined because they're not flavour of the month anymore, it's interesting because I've already started running bets as to how long many of them will last. I would suspect not too long, and very soon all of these new people that have been allowed to go public, this is because this is a big time framework to say to the public, the media, we're serious about reinvention, you won't knock us down, we're coming back. But as many people know, the biggest problem is simply, well, the two people, Meghan and Harry. They're disliked universally. I would say there are still fans for them. But Meghan Markle, really, the way she's treated her own family, I would say staff, the public, completely lying to them, literally on many, many levels, as has, of course, Prince Harry. If you were to come clean and say there was no secret wedding, I'd really like to forgive my father and kiss and make up, and yes, I'll apologise for that curtsy, that could be a start. But none of these people will say it, because they're literally there for the money, whatever they're willing to say on camera. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.